Mile High Minute #1 podcast in the universe. Today we got a very special guest. We got Trayce Chapman, man. How you doing?
Yo, I'm in this thing.
Hell yeah, let's get it. Before we get into the video, man, let's shout out the sponsor of today's video, 3 a.m. Water, hydration for the go-getters. Make sure y'all go check them out, straight out of Denver with it. But yeah, let's just get right into this interview, man. So, born and raised in Denver?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Denver?
Born and raised, native.
Whole life?
Nah, I lived in Houston for like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have like some good ties down in Texas and shit like that, or?
Yeah, I got some cool ties. I mean, I went down there. I was just a trash college student.
Oh, okay. What school?
Prairie View. Shout out PV Nation. We in this thing.
Oh,
We
okay.
did. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What made you like decide to go out of state with college and shit?
Shit. I mean, really, bro. I just wanted to go to a black college because my sister did.
Okay.
And so I wanted to go see what that culture was about, and then I went down there. And the time I went down there, like, because I mean, I was an athlete. Like, I got a track scholarship.
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
high school, so that's what I went down there for technically. But when I got down there and I seen the culture, like, we had just had like the Party Boys, like they made Flux and like Daddy Stroke, so they got signed, and Kurt Cobain's.
Oh, okay.
His signed with a major at that time. You
Hell
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I the culture was just. It was pretty addicting.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. It's funny you said that. I found a black college football T-shirt.
Yeah.
It was like black schools, and I fucking sold it to Buffalo Exchange for so cheap. But then I looked online, I was like, damn, them shits go for money. I was pretty pissed at myself.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's hard. But okay, so track growing up. Did you have any other hobbies besides like music and shit growing up, or?
Yeah, I was an athlete, bro. I played football and I ran track. I tried to hoop, but I was pretty trash.
Yeah. Okay. Did you play at like school out here? In
I
Denver?
played high school football for George. Shout out G-Dub. You know,
Okay.
I was doing dirt. You know what I'm saying?
What position?
Wide receiver, man.
Oh, hell
Punt
yeah.
returner, man. I was out there.
Hell yeah.
We didn't run it. I mean, we didn't throw it a whole lot though. Like my school was straight run heavy.
Oh, okay.
Like every down damn near they running it. So
A lot of high school football teams are like that for sure.
I know, bro, but we was like to the maximum though. Bro.
Yeah, like too much.
Maybe through like 4 times a game, maybe, bro.
Was it you just didn't have too much good quarterback play, or
I
what?
mean, I thought our quarterback was cool. We just never called the right plays, bro.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Call
I
a
see.
pass play, coach. Like I'm a track star, man.
Yeah. You gonna run deep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so when did you start rapping? Or just making music? Because it's definitely mostly rap, but I would say you're definitely a little more like versatile and shit.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
I started rap battling in 2006.
Okay, so
I
it's
was a
been a
freshman.
minute.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school in 06 at George. I started rap battling. You know, just anybody really, you know, whether I was going to win or lose, I was rap battling. And then I started recording music in 2010, man. I recorded at one of the homies' house, man, and man, it was literally like a handheld mic like this, bro.
Oh, okay.
With a beanie over it, bro.
Hell yeah. With a beanie over it?
For the pop filter,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
So that's when I started technically recording. But then in 2010, when I graduated and went down to Prairie View, one night I was smoking with the homie, and we was looking at these two people battle, like they was rap battling.
Yeah.
And we was like, the girl was rap battling a guy, like a dude. We was like, yo, this is pretty dope. Like, she's pretty dope. So after they got done, like, she walked
do you
up
remember
on
who
us.
it was? Or?
Yeah. It's the homegirl. Her name is Juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she still out here rapping? Or?
She lives in. I mean, I met her in college. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't kept contact with her, you know, that closely, but you know, that's where it all started. Was we basically seen her one night and was like, yo, like, you're dope. And she was like, I got a studio like in my dorm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, she had it in the dorm?
It was freshman year. She had it in the dorm. So man, I remember that day from them, and I was paying literally like $10 a song, bro, like 20 a song, like stupid cheap.
That's cheap.
That was
as
in
fuck.
2010.
Not no like 40 an hour or anything
Nah.
like that.
Nope. So that was in 2010, and that's when I started, recording for real.
So that was when you were taking it serious?
Yeah, I mean, it was still very trash. Like, I was trash. trash, bro. Like if y'all could hear it, bro, y'all be like, man, what the hell is this? I'm gonna try to go find it, bro. I'm gonna send it through to you. I'm gonna try to go find it.
So you kind of deleted some of it, or what? Like from like SoundCloud or anything like that?
Man, I used to just have like before I was blessed to get a MacBook, bro. I had Dell.
Yeah.
Like Lollipop Dell.
Like a whole ass like desktop and shit.
Yeah, I mean not even desktop. It was a laptop, but I think it crashed.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so
interview with that.
Yeah, for sure. So you're making music in college. You said that's when you really like started taking it somewhat serious, and then like. When did you did you always, is Trayce Chapman like your real name?
Yeah, that's my real name, but I didn't always go by Trayce Chapman. I used to go by June.
Okay, just June?
Yeah.
What made you change it to like your real name?
Cause one day I got like 15 calls from the homies like, damn, you got a song with Big Crit, bro. You popping. You on. I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Crit. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
And so I went online and Googled like June and Big Crit, and sure enough, there was already an artist named June.
Oh, damn.
From Memphis, I believe. And so from that point, I was like, I'm about to switch my moniker, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Can't nobody confuse nothing else with.
Yeah, for sure. We have a young June out here too.
Yeah.
But he's not June. But yeah, that's cool that you changed it. Jacob, we actually just had Jacob Campbell in here yesterday.
He's hard.
And I was talking to him about that too, because he just uses his original name. So I think it's really cool. It like shows your like originality in a way and shit like that.
And you gotta be confident too to just go by your real shit.
Facts.
So.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. Because people can look you up and shit. Like, yeah, that's facts. Because a lot of people be, and it's not a bad thing. Like, obviously, just having a rap name for sure. But a lot of people, stay more low key that way and shit like that.
Facts, bro.
But I'm looking at this hat. Like, is this a vintage hat? Like, what?
Oh,
what kind of
shout
hat
out
is
the homie Pines. This is Adult ENT. This is his hat, his line.
Are they local or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I believe he's from Missouri, but he lived out here and he's lived out here for a minute.
Hell yeah.
I believe there's a few minds behind the brand.
Yeah.
But Pines is just the homie that I know like that. That's in the brand. So shout out the homie Pines.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm looking at some of these music videos. I'm looking at the Flux. That looks like probably one of your biggest ones on YouTube right now. What's kind of like the story behind that? I'm getting some kind of like Kendrick vibes off that low key. Like, I don't know if you're like inspired by him or anything, but I'm getting some like real like deep shit, some deep vibes off some of this shit. Like,
the story behind the Flux was just real life, bro. Like, I gotta live it to rap it, man.
Facts.
Like I said, it's just about balancing being an artist and being a lover or a companion.
Yeah.
Sometimes those two things hinder. So
facts.
And that's really what that song is about. You know what I'm saying? The beat. I believe the song is sampled from a song called "Father Forgive Me" by Shiloh Dynasty. So
okay.
The beat, when it was sent to me, was called "Forgive Me." So that kind of already helped shape a stance, or the stance I was gonna rap with. Like I'm rapping about needing forgiveness sometimes and being in a relationship and being an artist. So that's really what it's about. But yeah, the Flux is definitely my biggest song, like, to date. Like, it'll be my first song with 1 million plays.
Hell yeah.
We up over 500,000 now.
Hell yeah.
600K or something like that. So it's people resonated with it. And I didn't even expect them to. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say I didn't expect them to, because I expect people to gravitate to my shit always. But you just don't know. Like,
yeah.
When you make this many songs, bro, you write this many verses and try this many new things, bro, you never really know which one's gonna stick for real. And like, it's crazy because, like, I will say the Flux wasn't my favorite song at first, but I obviously started to gravitate to it more when I saw more of the world gravitating to it.
Yeah.
Like,
because I feel like a lot of people can relate to it and shit like that.
Me too.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're kind of talking about that, like, what are some like things you faced growing up that you had to overcome in order to like really keep making music and like keep pushing yourself, keep striving to become a better person and just, build this business? Wow.
Yeah, bro. Shit. A lot, man. You got to battle. You got to overcome sometimes expectations of the people around you first, right? Like when they
Facts.
first find out that you want to rap and be a
Facts.
rapper, like
At
this-
first, everyone's against you. I feel
yeah,
like
not even against you. They just like really
they don't
like,
believe in you. Yeah.
And for me in my situation, I gave back a whole scholarship, you know, for this. So
Oh, shit.
Obviously, like, you know, like my parents or whatever wasn't, you know, super happy go lucky about it at first.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. So having to overcome, I guess, not having support from my parents initially on something I really wanted to do was pretty tough. And then once I earned that, then it's just, you know, real life stuff, everyday life, like having to balance working a 9 to 5, but still having to be creative mentally at all times of the day and of the night and stay productive. Even though you got to get up and go work a 9 to 5, which everybody hates doing.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
that, you know, I'm a father too, so like that could be challenging. I'm 27, so I'm a father, so sometimes that gets tedious, man, when you're having to balance that as well as, again, the music.
Yeah,
stuff,
for
bro.
sure.
So those are things I would say. Fatherhood, earning the respect of everybody around me, and
yeah, there's a lot.
just depression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at the end of the day, the college I went to was my dream school. Really, man, go sit down. Go sit down. No.
Yeah, you can sit right there. He won't be in camera right there.
Man. Nah, just depression, man. I went to my dream school, man, for my shit, for what I wanted to do was track. So
Yeah.
leaving a situation like that just because
Were you like really falling in love with the music more than track at that point? Was that
I wanted to be a normal college student, bro. Like I had been going to practice after school for years, like since sophomore year in high school all the way up to college. So like I was tired of it, bro. And then like
track's one of those sports that's like you really gotta like push yourself too. Because I feel like
all in.
Like I'm used to when I played basketball, I was used to going to practice every day of school. But basketball and football and shit, like that's kind of more fun in a way. It's still definitely like strenuous and hard, but like track's something that's like,
bro,
that seems like a lot of endurance and like a lot of shit you have to overcome to like keep going. Like I couldn't imagine, honestly. I never did track. So
yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was, you know, being good at it was dope, but it was man, in practices sometimes they just running, bro. It's track.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a normal college student, bro. That's really where I was at. And I mean, not normal in the sense that like I didn't want to be famous or be big, because I wanted that, but I didn't want to have to like every day after school, boom, like 3 hours of your life gone from track practice. Like,
yeah. You were done with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my freshman year, I was gonna join cross country, which is different, but the coach said that we had to run like 5 or 10 miles or some shit. And I was like,
off top, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
you got a mob.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna just stick to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And basketball's a lot of running too, but I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, diving more into your story, man. So you came back to like Colorado right after you decided to like chase this music shit, or
not
what?
right after. I mean, so I completed freshman year. I believe I completed sophomore year. Yeah, I completed sophomore year. That was like my last official year. But then I went back in the fall for junior year, and I think that was my last semester there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't come right back. I mean, I stayed down there for a minute. I had an apartment or whatever, so I didn't come right back. But I mean, in the grand scheme, yeah, pretty much. I mean, within 6-7 months, I had ended up coming back, which was in like 2012, 2013.
What made you come back?
Shit, I ran out of financial aid. I was
Yeah,
trash.
yeah.
College student.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm on that financial aid right now.
Like financial aid was like, nah, bro, you're not handling your business in class. Like, we're not going to be extending you no financial resource. So, you know, once it happened like that, I came back, bro, and changed my name back changed my name to Trayce.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So were you excited to kind of dive in the scene out here back and like get going with this music shit?
I was hella depressed, bro. I didn't want to be in Denver, Colorado when I first came back, bro. Like, no.
How come?
Because I felt like I'd made it to where I wanted to go. Like,
yeah.
Houston was where I wanted to go, bro, and I didn't succeed. But it was just kind of a contradicting mindset because it only didn't work out because I ended up finding myself while I was down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
And it
you
happened
gotta
for a
pick
reason.
one. Yeah, like either stay down there and like fulfill this fake purpose that you really don't even really want now, which is the right way and track and all this and all that, or find yourself and take that quick L on not being able to be down here no more.
Facts.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah, I feel like anyone who lives a certain place, it's like a win loss. Like it's a hate lose. Like I'm always gonna love Colorado and like Denver and shit. But damn, there's times I want to get the fuck out of here.
You have
you know
to.
what I'm saying?
You have to, bro.
For sure. Okay, so you started taking the music more serious. You come up here. I want to talk more about some of these music videos too. Like, it seems like you invest a lot of like money and like take them really serious. Because a lot of people, you know, you can just grab a camera and 3-4 scenes, whatever. But I'm seeing like a lot of story behind the music videos. I'm seeing a lot of like real quality effects, not just your basic effects that you see with every video. Like, what's like the importance to you about having like real like successful music videos and investing in the music videos and stuff like that? Like, what's important to you about them?
Bro, that's what separated me in 2015. 2015 is when I really started to separate from your everyday, like, oh, this guy wants to rap, to, all right, this fool's an artist.
Yeah.
That happened in 2015, working with a guy named Chris Simmons. You know, he ended up doing huge video work. He got all kind of dope credits in the game now. You know what I'm saying? But then I could still afford my homie. So that's when I was working with him in 2015. It started separating me, and I started to see the effect that had. You know, dropping next level videos, like, and then I didn't have really a hand in the treatment or the creation of the storyline for that video.
Yeah.
But now I do. I have a direct hand creatively in all my music videos, from the cast to the setting to the stories. Now the effects and the things that you see the cameramen do, obviously I don't suggest any of that. But the storyline and the cast and the setting and the wardrobe, these are all things I'm a nerd, bro. I'm a stickler, bro. Like I can show you my MacBook, bro. You got to swipe 3 and 4 times, man, from all the notes I have just for one video.
That's awesome.
But it's huge, bro. It's huge. Like, I'll never put out a regular, boring, basic music video ever. I can't get down like that, bro.
It's got to be a story.
It's got to be a story, or if it's not a story, it's got to be something that just is you've got to, like, it's compelling. Like, you want to watch it multiple times. Like,
facts.
Yeah, that's I have to, bro. I almost have as much fun writing video treatments as I do songs, bro.
Hell yeah.
For real.
That's hard, and it's important. A lot of people drop a bunch of music on like SoundCloud or Spotify, whatever. But the visuals are really important. It's what's gonna put you out there and get people to notice you, and they want to see what you look like, what you're about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit's real important.
It's very important, bro.
Hell yeah. What made you link up with Ave on this last one? Woohoo! This one's hard.
Woohoo is hard, man. Ave is just a fucking alien.
Yeah. So he looks like one and he shoots like one too.
Nah, this bro and I connected on social media, man. Like, and I'm blessed to work with Ave because he had contacted me about a year before I got back with him. Like,
okay,
it happens like that sometimes. Being in the position I'm in, which I ain't did shit yet. I ain't shit yet, but I have a little bit of a name out here in Colorado, so I get a lot of messages and a lot of inquiries from creators, whether it be graphic designers or cameramen or producers, and 9 out of 10 are not my cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? And so after a while, you don't even bother opening some messages, or you open some messages, and that's the end of it. And I think he contacted me to see if I needed a show shot for her, but I didn't need it at the time. And I don't know if there was, I forget what piece of content of his made me be like, yo, like, this dude is fucking dope.
Was it that I don't know, maybe that drip drop?
No, he had already, we had already been working by then.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think we were already, but no, drip drop definitely made me be like, all right, like, he's
serious, yeah.
Next level.
And unique as fuck. Ain't no one out here really doing that shit.
Me and him, but the next shit we working on, man, is it's going crazy.
Hell yeah.
It's going crazy, man.
Yeah, I like that video because I could see it the Rod Smith mansion party, and I just remember that time when the fucking
the
drone fell, and I like how he incorporated that in the video.
Same.
Was
I
that
said,
your idea?
No,
that was his idea.
Now, I gave Ave tips and direction for where I wanted to go for the video, but a lot of it was on him, which I like.
Hell
that.
Yeah.
That's my ideal creative situation. Is I'm giving you like what the concept and like what chronological order it should be in and all this, but then you're the one putting your own creative mix on it. So no, it's a hard ass video, bro, and it's crazy, man. It's trippy. Ave is super cold, man, but like I said, we just getting started too, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really important for me to point out for everyone that's listening, everyone watching this right now, listen to what he's saying, because I feel like a lot of artists, they don't put the time and thought into their videos and shit like that. And sometimes it's more fun for like us as videographers and directors to obviously, you know, we'll have our own direction and stuff like that with the video, but it's way more fun to do a video when the artist is way more prepared and they have some type of ideas and direction with the video and what they want to do, because I don't know, it just gets boring sometimes when it's just they want
everything.
Yeah, when they want us to just come up with everything, which obviously that's our job, but if you come up with some cool like storylines and shit like that, it makes the project 100 times better. For sure.
It does, for sure. I agree, bro.
Hell yeah. But so what's who are some like your inspirations growing up as far as music and stuff like that goes?
I feel like I grew up listening to like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, like
Goat.
M, you know what I'm saying? Like Wayne and everything, of course, like that. But I don't know that those are truly my inspirations because I didn't want to rap at that time in my life, now that I think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I grew up listening to Wayne and Kanye and everybody like that, but then when I really started to be impressionable as somebody that wants to be an artist, so now I'm listening for sounds from people that I like, I would say, man, somewhere around the Wiz Khalifa.
Hell yeah.
Wiz
is a legend. He don't get enough credit.
Yeah, Wiz was one of my heavy earlier influences, man, when I really wanted to start rapping, man. Currency too. But then my sound became my own when I got more confident in what I sounded like. But yeah, man, Wiz was a huge inspiration for me, bro.
Hell yeah,
straight up.
He started the Chucks, the camo, the long socks.
Yeah, man.
Like he started so much shit that
Taylor
people don't.
Gang shit. He used to be. Yeah, he was. I was a big fan, bro, and like that's when. You know, I would watch his day-to-days and be like, I have to live like that.
For sure.
I have to live like that.
Who was the videographer for that shit? I forgot what his name was. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. I always watch those shits too.
Right?
No. Yeah, Dan Fogler, right?
Dan Fogler, yeah. Dan Fogler, yeah.
He's inspiring as fuck.
Yeah,
I always see him like on Snapchat with some badass
bitches. Seeing that, bro, the way he lived every day, bro. Every day shit looked dope. Like when he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I want to live like that.
Yeah,
you know?
for
So
sure.
that inspired me a lot. I always loved music though, so he's not why I started loving music.
Yeah.
But he's what made me be like, I want to live my life that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see like Sean Cotton for us, like if Say Cheese, like I'm like, damn, I want to live that way. Like, so, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So who in like Denver, as far as artists and shit go, do you like have you worked with? And
I've worked with a good majority of everybody that I wanted to, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few. With that being said, of course, there's a few artists that I haven't got to work with that I do want to work with.
Like who?
Man, me and Lil Ox Dior don't have a record yet. I want to.
Yeah, we need to get that interview in.
Yeah, I want to work with Ox. I want to work with Trey AAA. Trey AAA don't have a record yet. I don't think. Do we? No, I think I just vibed with him at the stew. We might, man. I'll be high. I don't know. I don't think we have one though. I really don't feel like we do. I mean, so him, man. I mean, there's a few legends in my opinion that I'm overdue with too. You know, your Ray Reeds and your Doobie Noobs.
Yeah.
Like I haven't worked with them yet, but I definitely am gonna work with them.
Man, there's so many people that we want to get on the podcast still. Like, there's so many people out here, so many talented people. What do you think about like Denver scene right now? Like over these past couple years, like since you've been watching it for a minute, so like What was it like, you know, back in 2012, 2013, 2015, and now looking at it 2020, 2019, like what's been the major difference and where you think it's going?
I think it's headed in a good direction, bro. We've got some looks, you know, we've got some pretty solid looks, solid opportunities, you know, Jacob, you know, getting on Netflix and,
Facts.
you know, Trev, you know, having his
Grammy
Grammy nominations and dealings with the industry in general.
Facts.
You know, AP made it on Say Cheese, of
Yeah.
course, was getting all type of love. You know, there's a whole lot that is happening right now that wasn't happening before, bro. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're making more industry-like moves. The market doesn't know how to support it yet, in my opinion, just because it's so new.
And I feel like the people out here still want to see more to believe it or some shit.
Of course, this is that type of market, bro, where you know you have to be accepted elsewhere before you accept it here. But I feel like that's true for everybody's hometown. Yeah. So I'm not even dissing on Denver, bro. Like it's not. I love Denver. I'm Denver, like 100%. But you know, there are moves I feel like that some of us have made that I feel like should maybe get some more buzz and attention, but they don't because people don't know how to yet.
Yeah, facts. And it's starting to come together. Like Jacob, when he did that headline and that shit was packed out. Exactly. So the people are slowly starting to push
and like
and
see Jacob got like that was beautiful because like my headline show was not packed out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people might have known my name longer than they've known Jacob's name.
And that's facts.
But that's not to say that he's not doing huge shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got to skip levels. And that's not a bad thing.
Facts.
Bro, you want to skip levels, bro. He got to skip levels because of the big look that he got on Netflix, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, bro. That's the name of the game, bro.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. So to see him be able to skip levels and start at a point where people were already in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he had to grind to get on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But Netflix is what got a lot of people in his corner. You know what I'm saying? And, like, he got to skip levels. I feel like I got to skip levels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Trev and AP and Interstate Ike, you know, we're doing things. And I mean, a lot of the legends were doing things to where me, myself, and people my age didn't have to go through some of the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's true for the next ones, too, bro.
I feel like we even had to skip levels in a certain way as far as, like, Colorado goes because, like, there wasn't much media. There have been prior media presence out here as far as rap goes, but I feel like there wasn't like a real stamp one that like was really consistent. So I feel like now that there's some other ones coming up, it's like I feel like like we didn't have to go through those levels if that makes sense.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that's how it should be though. That's how you pull. That's how you pull. You know, your surrounding area up with you.
Facts. But I'm glad you brought that up and you showed love to Jacob because we were talking about this yesterday too. The energy is real, so you really need to like show love for other people's success and be positive and like be happy for it. Because if that's the type of energy you want, you know what I'm saying. You got to surround yourself with that type of energy.
And bro, like, and I don't know, man. I've personally not seen anybody hit on bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for getting on the Netflix.
Facts.
I would imagine there are probably some people that are envious of it.
Yeah.
But like that just shows you that you whack, and it shows you that you're not really confident in your own stuff.
Period.
I don't feel like, man, I've been around for a lot of big successful industry moves, you know what I'm saying, from people around me. And every time I'm like, that's hard.
Hell yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Facts.
Let's go. Let's get it. Because I know. You know what's coming for you if you keep working and you keep putting good energy into your stuff. You know what's coming for you, bro. Like, you don't even feel like somebody getting on a show or getting a big look or selling out, or like, you should feel like those things are good for the scene, so 100%. It's good for you. That's how you should feel, bro.
And that's exactly what Jacob was saying. Like,
Facts.
If it's good for the scene, it's good for us.
Facts.
For real. Period, point blank.
I agree.
And that shit's just crazy to think about, though. Like, he did skip levels, though, because I ain't even gonna lie. Like, we were talking about this, too, yesterday. Like, I didn't even know who he was a couple months ago. But I knew you since at least the summer. I definitely knew you from the Rod Smith. So, like, but now, bro's, like, you know what I'm saying? He's popping.
Facts.
But yeah, it's all love at the end of the day, for real.
It is, bro.
But what's your plan for, like, 2020 shit? You got any, like, upcoming tapes, projects, shows, anything you need to promote to the people real quick?
Yeah, man. When Exotic Birds hits 1 million streams, it's at 815,000 right now.
Okay.
We throwing a show at the Black Box.
Hell yeah.
Details is coming soon. Re-releasing the Exotic Birds Flamingo Drive tees. They sold out in 3 hours last time. I'm not holding a single one for you. If you want one, you have to come to the show and buy it.
Oh, shit.
That's what I have to promote. The show's coming. As far as my content coming out for the year, you'll see that. I'm not really going to open my brain too much right now, but we got some fire stuff coming for YouTube specifically, I would say, without getting too much into detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Black Box, Exotic Birds, Million Stream Show, man. Keep your eyes peeled for that.
Do you have like a date yet for that show or not quite?
Yet.
Hell yeah. Where can like the people find you on Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah, man. Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook, Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Google Play. They got some shit called Microsoft Groove now.
Oh, shit.
Trayce Chapman on everything, man. It's
literally everything.
Yeah, it's Trayce Chapman on across all platforms, man. Go give me a subscribe. Go give me a like. Go give me a comment. Go give me something.
Yeah, you about to hit 1K subscribers.
Facts. Go subscribe on YouTube, man. Hit that button, bro. I need that, man. I need all the subs.
Facts.
Facts.
Shit, man. You got any shout outs, any final thoughts you want to speak on?
Yeah, man. Shout out the gang, man. Shout out Riff B, Rest is for Billionaires. You already know what we doing. Shout out Bro Fam. Shout out the state, man. Shout out the box, man. This our time, man. The only way that this shit could have been better, man, is if Roddy Rich was from Denver and made a song called The Box.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that yet.
Yeah, that would have been live.
That would have been hard.
Because there's a song called The Box now that's popping. Like, that shit would have been tight if somebody from Denver made it. But shout out Roddy. That shit's crazy.
Facts. Man, Denver's on the come up. Colorado as a whole, for real.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
Facts.
What's one piece of advice you have for the people out there? Anyone specifically chasing this music dream or just entrepreneurs in general?
Mm-hmm. Big picture, man. That's the advice I have, bro. Every loss don't mean that the battle's over with, bro. Every day that you feel like things ain't moving right don't mean that you're not working. Like, bigger picture. Keep the bigger picture in mind. It's a process, bro. Every single step is important in this shit, bro. You can't skip no steps. So that's the advice I would have. Being an artist and haven't got discouraged on days, don't get discouraged, or don't let it consume you anyway.
Hell yeah, that's good advice. I always love asking that question because everyone else has something unique to say. And, like, it's really hard to come across someone who's ever said, like, the same shit. So I love that shit. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah.
It definitely means a lot. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below who you want to see next on the Mile High Minute. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button to stay notified when all the latest news drop. Make sure y'all go follow Trayce Chapman on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, fucking, what'd you say?
Pornhub.
Yeah. Google Play, fucking Microsoft, like, fucking, what'd you say, Deezer?
Deezer, yeah.
Everything. Make sure y'all go check them out.
That's where my French fans is at, Deezer. Shout out France.
Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about that, too. I was looking at the Flux. I'm seeing all these foreign comments. Like,
yeah.
That's hard as fuck.
Flux is like, the way we marketed it, man, I don't know why, but Santiago, Chile.
Okay.
Was the #1 demographic on there, bro. So on the Instagram, if you go to the Instagram video clip, it got like over 100,000 views or whatever, bro. Like 300 comments. Bro, I used to have to Google it, bro. Like, I used to have to Google translate some all of the comments. I stopped doing it, bro, because there was too many, bro. Like, But from what I could gather, you use context clues and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people were thinking that I copied XXXTentacion because we sampled the same artist.
Oh, okay.
But then some people were in the arguments or in the posts defending my side, saying, it's a sample. Like that, I could gather that much from Google and translating it. And then I just stopped stressing after that. I'm like, okay, so there's people that have knowledge of how sampling works, and then there's people that don't. And the people that don't are like, oh, you copied.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the exact same situation. I want to say it's a little different, but with FBP Mo's No Pressure, the beat was somewhat similar to another song, so people were kind of saying some dumb shit. But regardless, that shit went up. It's in Denver, like, doing numbers. I don't know if you've heard of that song.
I haven't, bro.
Oh, look that shit up. It's over, like, 300K on YouTube. But, shout out, bro. But people were kind of saying some shit about that. But I was like, bro, he put in work. Like, that's numbers that Colorado artists do not do, like, for the most part. So, respect to you for sure. I appreciate you coming on. And yeah, like I said, make sure y'all go follow him on everything.
Yes, sir.
Mile High Minute, #1 podcast in the universe. We out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.